If you're over 30% body fat with man boobs, belly fat, and love handles, what I'm about to tell you will change your life. Whether you know it or not, you're missing out on a lot of what life has to offer. So in this video, I'm gonna help you fix your lack of motivation to lose weight and show you an easy way to get the scale moving downward so you can live a longer and happier life. To start, I need to show you why you keep falling off the wagon with weight loss after just a few weeks. We'll use my client Alan as a case study to help you see what this looks like in a real life setting. These 56 pieces of pasta represent the 56 pounds that Alan lost over the last 6 months. Now, when he lost his first few pounds of fat, he was stoked, but it didn't really look like all that much had changed. Now, if Alan only had 15 pounds of fat to lose initially, those first 5 pounds would have made a much bigger difference visually. So at the beginning of your weight loss journey, you need to rely on much more than just visual progress to help you stay on track. Otherwise, you might just look in the mirror and give up too early because you don't see any changes. And there's one thing that will keep you fired up to continue pushing more than anything else. Now, if you've been through my free 21-day fat loss program, you already know that you should be weighing yourself every day. That's a great lead variable that'll show you that you're progressing long before any of the other lag variables like the crazy visual changes start to show up. You'd also know that taking body measurements and pictures monthly is an additional clue at the crime scene to help you understand how your body's changing beyond just your scale weight. But I think the most powerful motivator of all is documenting your progress. Keeping a spreadsheet or an app to organize all your workouts, your food logs, your weigh-ins, and your daily step goals just taps into your human nature. People love streaks. And when you see that you're down 5 pounds and you've logged your food for 10 days in a row, you won't want to stop. And when your focus shifts to the process, your progress will take care of itself. This will keep you in motion and make those day-to-day difficulties of weight loss so much easier to deal with. But for most of you watching with over 30 pounds to lose, it's not just about the day-to-day stuff. There's a massive wall of resistance, a lack of self-belief, and a level of unwillingness to even get started on weight loss in the first place. And that's where this next piece of added motivation really comes into place. See, most guys think that being over 225 pounds at an average height isn't really that big of a deal. Now, so what? You got a beer belly, whatever, right? You can't see your dick when you go pee. Who cares? You might think that for every 5 pounds you gain, maybe your back pain, your knee pain, your risk of heart disease, sexual dysfunction, and your life expectancy just take a hit by like 1 notch. But that's not the case. Once you're in obesity territory, your risk factors explode. You're 3 times more likely to develop type 2 diabetes. Your risk of heart failure jumps by over 30% with every 5-point increase in BMI. High blood pressure, sleep apnea, joint pain, and even certain cancers all go up. Your life expectancy reduces. Obesity shaves years off your life, and that's just the physical side. Excess weight brings fatigue, depression, brain fog, low confidence, and lower quality of life, sexual dysfunction, low testosterone, the list goes on. Some folks I chat with have lived with this shit for decades, and it won't fix itself. Definitely not gonna get any easier as you get older, but here's the good news. This is all reversible. The absolute biggest thing you can do to fix this is getting your BMI under 30. And a lot of people say that BMI is outdated or it doesn't tell the whole story. And that is true. But if you're over 30 BMI, you're officially in the obesity category and you're missing out on a lot of the quality of life benefits of being just 5 or 10% lighter. My free calculator will calculate this automatically for you when you enter your height and weight in there. It'll show you what your BMI is, which brings me to the next point that most guys with big weight loss goals seem to just skip over. This is ultimately the key to how we get awesome results with the guys we work with. I've owned my Nissan Pathfinder, the 99, for almost 10 years. It's got 435,000 kilometers on it. And it's a complete piece of shit. It's rusted, it's a bucket of bolts, it's about to explode, but it has served me well. Just last week, Jay and I bought a 2014 Subaru BRZ. It literally blows my mind how amazing it is.
It's so awesome.
It's fun to drive, it's comfortable. The thing I love most about it so far is the sound system. I know that's stupid, but I love listening to music while I drive. The Pathfinder speakers were blown out like 5 years ago. The point of the story is that when things are bad enough, there's so much low-hanging fruit that you don't need to make a complete overhaul to make things better. How can you apply this to your fat loss journey? Just stop tracking macros. Seriously, stop worrying about your fats, your carbs, stop worrying about sodium, inflammation, or insulin, unless your doctor told you to. Just track your calories only. Protein for bonus points if you want. You'll have way more flexibility with what you can eat each day just by tracking your protein and calories. It's so much easier to stick to, and it's the primary driver of your fat loss success. That's what we did with Alan, and he's down 56 pounds in the last 6 months. Now, I'm gonna show you the exact thing that has kept me motivated to show up to the gym consistently for the past 9 years. And it's the real reason why I see guys turn their lives around after losing weight. They buy Harleys, they get promoted, or they get married. Now, big motivation for me to lose weight in the first place was that I wasn't going anywhere with my life. I used to play video games for 13 hours a day. Then I just worked all the time in a restaurant. I'd smoke weed, I'd smoke cigarettes, and I'd just drink beer after work. I had no direction, no self-confidence, and and honestly, I was fucking depressed. Buckling in to lose the weight and get in shape just forced me to fix my shit. I had to make a plan. I had to stay consistent, work hard, say no to things, learn new skills, and that was the foundation for a lot of the other things I've been successful at in life. Building our coaching business, finding an amazing fucking girlfriend. Love you, Jay. And just being personally in a good place with my mental health. So how do you use fitness as a catalyst to improve your life? This sounds woo-woo and douchey as fuck, I admit, but it works. Write down your goals. That makes it real. Then you work backwards, making a plan for how you're gonna get there. And it's gonna feel scary, uncomfortable. You'll wonder if you can even do the things that you wrote down. Just ask yourself, do you wanna be the guy who makes his decisions based on worst case scenarios, betting against himself? Or do you wanna be the guy who goes into this thinking, what if I actually did this? Why not me? Then just practice getting consistent. Follow a plan for 30 days and see where it takes you. That's where it starts. Nothing changes if nothing changes. But I understand that you might want a more specific action plan instead of just some insights. So make sure you watch this video next, where we go into a deep dive, giving you a step-by-step plan you can follow that will turn you into a brand new human being with significantly less body fat and way more muscle over the next 3 months.